The water doesn't lie in the deepest veins of our planet, where the map ends and the legends begin. The water tells a story of blood and bone. Tonight we are looking at a glitch in the natural order, a shift in the balance of power that has remained steady for millions of years, from the sweltering, oxygen-rich heat of the Amazon basin are under siege, and the predator has become the prey. We have spent decades set in stone, but something has changed. Vantage Wild Studio has spent the last year, the Jaguar, to the ancient Mayans. He was a god of the underworld. To the modern world, he is a masterpiece of evolution, while the lion rules through the strength of the pride, and the leopard through the stealth of the canopy. The jaguar rules through sheer, terrifying power. He is the only big cat on Earth that doesn't just tolerate the water. He dominates it. He is a marine predator in a feline body. Look at the musculature as he moves through the tall grass. £200 of compact fury. Every muscle is tuned for a single purpose: the hunt. But it isn't the muscle that makes him a god. It's the jaw, a bite force of 2,000 pounds per square inch. That is twice the power of a lion. It is enough to crush a turtle's shell. Or more importantly, the thick, armored skull of a prehistoric reptile. The jaguar doesn't go for the throat like his cousins in Africa. That is a slow death. The jaguar is a specialist in execution. He goes for the brain. One bite, one snap of the spine. This is the undisputed master of the Amazon. But even a master is starting to feel like a target in the northern Pantanal, a territory normally teeming with life. The rivers are going quiet. The heat of the Amazon is a heavy, wet blanket, a suffocating green world where the water is a hiding place. But there is another river. An ancient, dusty artery that flows through a landscape of fire and bone. We leave the jungle behind, crossing the Atlantic to a place where the shadows don't hide in the trees. They hide in the mud. Welcome to the Nile. If the jaguar is a ghost, the Nile crocodile is a god. A living fossil that hasn't changed its design in 65 million years. It hasn't had to. Here, on the sun-baked banks of East Africa, the rules of engagement are written in the sand. This is a world of titans. A place where a single mistake in the shallows results in a death roll that can snap a wild beast's neck like a dry twig. Look at the scale of these monsters. 20 feet of armored muscle, a brain that is small, but entirely dedicated to the geometry of the kill. For centuries, the crocodile has been the undisputed king of the African riverbank. It has survived droughts, floods, and the rise and fall of civilizations. But even this ancient king is now facing a crisis. Vantage Wild Studio has tracked a series of abnormal encounters near the Mara River. The crocodiles are retreating. They are abandoning the best nesting sites. They are leaving the prime hunting grounds during the Great Migration. It doesn't make sense. What could possibly terrify a 600-pound reptile that has survived the extinction of the dinosaurs? The answer lies in the weight of the water. Meet the true heavyweight of the river, the hippo, 2 tons of aggressive territorial muscle. For millions of years, the crocodile and the hippo have shared these waters in a tense, violent peace. But as the climate shifts and the rivers dry into shallow pools, that peace is shattering. The Nile is becoming a battleground, and when 2 titans of this scale are forced to fight for the last drop of water, no one is safe. Vantage Wild Studio has spent months documenting a disturbing trend. Adult males, prime specimens in their peak, are vanishing. We are finding their territories empty. We are finding their kill sites abandoned. No territorial disputes. No signs of human poaching, just an empty forest. The local tribes speak of a sombra de agua, the water shadow. They say it isn't an animal, but a consequence of a world out of balance. As the rivers shrink due to the rising heat, the world's most dangerous killers are being forced into a smaller and smaller arena. The Amazon is becoming a cage, and in a cage, the rules of the jungle are rewritten in blood. But the mystery isn't just limited to the jungle. To see the full picture, to understand the true scale of what is happening, we must cross the Atlantic to a river that is older than the mountains, a place where the sun burns the earth, and the water is home to a dinosaur that refused to die. Welcome to the Nile. The heat of the Amazon is a heavy, wet blanket, a suffocating green world where the water is a hiding place. But there is another river, an ancient, dusty artery that flows through a landscape of fire and bone. We leave the jungle behind, crossing the Atlantic to a place where the shadows don't hide in the trees. They hide in the mud. Welcome to the Nile. If the jaguar is a ghost, the Nile crocodile is a god. A living fossil that hasn't changed its design in 65 million years. It hasn't had to. Here, on the sun-baked banks of East Africa, the rules of engagement are written in the sand. This is a world of titans, a place where a single mistake in the shallows results in a death roll that can snap a wild beast's neck like a dry twig. Look at the scale of these monsters. 20 feet of armored muscle. The hippo, 2 tons of aggressive territorial muscle. For millions of years, the crocodile and the hippo have shared these waters in a tense, violent peace. But as the climate shifts and the jaguar has the speed, the agility, and a bite force that can penetrate a skull like a needle through paper. He is a scalpel, precise, fast, lethal. But the crocodile is a sledgehammer. He has the armor of a tank, the patience of a graveyard. If we lose them, we don't just lose a species. We lose a part of our own history. We lose the mystery that the riverbank is the store of. Subscribe to